Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. You guys know the drill. As you're tuning in, hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you are a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. TRVN, as you guys just saw there, after our resumption, high of 370, but pulled back. Guys, today we are green, 400 bucks. After we left out on the live stream, we were green 425. We did give back $20, attempting a trade on TRVN throughout the afternoon. But we'll get there. Let's talk about how we had a very, very devastating start to the day, down $1,000 before coming back. We got caught in a halt down. We got caught in big flushes. You name it, we got caught. But, you know, the prophecy of the red shirt continues here. No red days whilst wearing red. Some say Relentless Trader should wear a red shirt every day of the week. He has been considering this. Okay, guys, enough of the jokes. Let's take a look at the archives. All right, hopefully somebody laughed at that. Anyhow, yeah, let's get into the archives here. So I'm going to show you guys one of the flushes that I got caught in. This is a similar trade from Friday or maybe Thursday of last week, where we're seeing a lot of resistance, right, on stock EZFL, middle of the screen. We're seeing a lot of resistance. We break over the level, and as we're pulling back into it, I'm expecting there to be some support. That is not the case, and we're going to flush down bad. So here we go. I'm watching it here. Let's mute the volume, and here we go. The volume. So we got a high of 94 right there, 97 for high of day. It pulls back here, 69. I throw out 2 orders, 69. And unfortunately, you know, it's just a quick dip and then it's back up. So I don't get those fills. I believe we're going to see another push here to 90. No, not quite. Okay, 71. I'm in 71, 1,000 shares. And this thing completely drops down, man. So I canceled those orders I had. You know, I put back for one position. And, you know, didn't get a chance. And so from 69, we got to high of 85. Didn't quite see any volume. And I thought this would have been strong in this area here, mid 60s, low 70s, even low 60s. But as I'm in right here, it completely flushes down, man. I just had to take a 30-cent loss. Just like that. And so here we are, PLCM. We're caught in the resumption down. And this one is about to resume. So not good. You know, sometimes, you know, if you're a little too aggressive, which I was at the open, you know, you get caught in these moves. And there's the resumption. It resumes at 105 from a halt of 115. Not good. And, you know, that's going to push us down some more. So if we come back, if we bring it back, you know, we're halted up. And by the way, let's not forget to mention DAS Trader in the very beginning lagging. And I can show you guys, for those of you who do not use this platform, you know, you might hear at times, you know, I'm saying, man, we're seeing some lag. This is what I mean here. So let's fast forward a little bit. You know, you can see how everything is normal here at first, right? You have the bid, right? So we're looking at the left-hand side of the screen, PLCM. You have the bid 113, the ask 114. Everything looks normal. But then you let it play, and look at what starts to happen as the bid and ask prices are inverted. This has cost me a lot of money. It's going to cost me some more here today. So keep watching here. There we go. 12 by 9, 13 by 9. Now, if I look over here to the right-hand side, I can see prices going through at 13 on the tape. But my level 2 being inverted like this and not being accurate, it throws me off, man. And so coming down, I believe we had a seller. Yeah, we had a seller. We had a seller of 80,000 shares. Here we go. So 85,000 shares at 12, right? If this stock breaks over 12 with a low of 8, I don't mind going long at 12 or 13 with a tight backstop. Even tighter than, maybe even tighter than 8. I might not even hold all the way to 8 if it pulls back. Might be a break or bail. So with 3,000 shares, if I'm in here at 12 and I start connecting early, I can get myself up into the green much quicker. So right here, we're hitting 12, 13, but my level 2 is showing, you know, nonsense here I don't even get a chance. I don't get a chance to take this entry. And, you know, it does end up going, it continues, and it just sucks to be a little behind, you know, the ball. So, you know, here I am watching at this, and it's like, man, are you kidding me? But anyhow, going into the halt, let's quickly come to the resumption here, and then we'll shut it off. We'll shut off the live. This is a quick drop, and I was super aggressive here. So here we go. We're up $73. Just too aggressive, man. Way too aggressive. You know, you might say, RT, what are you looking for? Well, when we open up sideways like this, there's a lot of red. There's a lot of selling going through here. If I'm going to be watching for the pullback, it has to be, there has to be, you know, some sort of, let's say, pause or just bottom in level 2. There was no, you know, the stock didn't stop at, let's say, 25. I was being ultra aggressive here, thinking that this would dip and then rip immediately. That's gambling. That is absolutely gambling. That's what you call gambling. If I do that every trade I take here, I lose money guaranteed. And this one is going to cost me not just the 470 that I was down, but essentially like 550, right, including the $70 here in the green. So relentless trader, lack of discipline here, being way too aggressive, is going to cost himself $500 he should have easily avoided. Again, if I wait for the A quality entry, which is for the level 2 to stall out, that didn't happen here. I should not be buying here. So poor. All right. And it's just too late. Everybody's trying to sell, and you know, so we had a resumption at 105, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. I had to take this loss. Very unnecessary, very avoidable. If this doesn't happen, it's $500 extra to our P&L. And let's talk about the next stock that we should have avoided. This one is for different reasons. So if we come back here, we'll see that we also had a red trade on stock, what is it? IMRN. IMRN, the moment I pulled this thing up, I noticed how the spreads were a little, you know, wide at times. The bids would just drop out, evaporate, and despite there being a nice pattern and potential, the downside risk was just as great as the upside potential, which means, you know, the stock isn't overwhelmingly in our favor. It's not in our favor at all. It's just, you know, it's too risky. We need limited downside risk, high upside potential. Why do I let myself fall victim to this? So okay, there's a on the 1 minute, you know, there's a small ABCD in here. And so, you know, I'm like, okay, this pattern does look decent, but, you know, Friday we wrote down, hey, be careful of the 1 minute pullbacks. All right. So we got the ABCD, and we missed this front side move here. Friday we said it, be careful of the 1 minute pullbacks. And, you know, we got obliterated here, right? As we saw on the live stream, we got obliterated. So we had this first dip, it bounces up to 85 shortly, and then, you know, it completely slams back down, right? Actually, it's showing a high of 3. Was this the same one, or did we look at easy LF? Okay, we might have looked at easy LF. Okay, let's not confuse the two, right? So IMRN, anyhow, right here we had a high of 318, but in similar fashion, right? Lows for this pivot right here, let's say highs, was 287. So generally, if I'm watching at this and I miss the double bottom entry, because we have the bottom here, first low, second low. So low at 63, low of 64, 65, 66, 65. So this is essentially a higher low, right? Double bottom. If I miss this entry, I'll watch the stock right here for an entry into this pivot area, and in this case it had a small baby pullback, right? So I'd be long in between this white line right here and or just this gray space in this area here if I miss the lows. It continues. So we missed the front side, And right here, we had a quick low of 94. And again, 87, this pivot area, I thought would have been good. And I'm watching it versus 94, which is the very first low that we priced in, right? So we had a high of 321. It pulls back. Low of 303. Low of 3. It pulls back again to 94. New low. Beautiful bullish candle. We get a high from a low of 94 all the way to 18. It pulls back again right here. And I'm like, you know what? I think it looks decent. But in actuality, it was a rejection candle. So 9:45, this thing starts to drop. And I'm just too late to the show. Friday we've said it. We traded the backside of the move. Right here, we're basically trading the backside of this move. The 1 minute pullback is going to come. I'm going to miss it right here. And, we unfortunately were just too late, man. But we should have avoided it in this area because of how the bids were evaporating. What I did do was size down, which was great. Just 1,000 shares, but we still lost 30 cents. But to put it in perspective, if I had full size on this one of 2,500 and we took the same trade, we would have been down 750 here, which would not have been good. But yeah, trading is risky, man. We got to always make sure we say it. We have to be so diligent. We have to be so dialed in. The moment you skip over one of your small indicators, it's like they say in the dating world, right? Red flags versus green flags. You skip one red flag thinking, nah, there's enough green flags here for this to work. Oh, no, no, no. The one red flag stands out. And just like that, you're caught in a loss. So, we could have avoided it. We should have also realized that, hey, it's just on the backside here. Let's be a little bit more patient for new highs. But we didn't do that. And we're going to pay the price. So, there's 550 plus another 200 in losses. 750 in losses we should have avoided. And, lastly, in terms of the comeback on the day, right, in terms of the comeback that we had, TRVN, and very typical compared to Friday, Thursday, and Wednesday, I believe, of last week, where the momentum came a little later in the day. We're not seeing the momentum right into the open as with follow through. Okay, we had the other stock, and we might have had a stock on Friday that did the same thing. Strong first or second, or even maybe the first 3 minutes strong, then sells off. But then around 9:45, 10 a.m., this is where the real move starts. And so we have to tomorrow, it's imperative, and let's also make sure to write this down on another sticky. Survive the first 15 minutes, man. Survive the first 15 minutes. What that means, small green or at worst, break even, right? Scratch trades at the worst case, where you're just down 150, okay, no problem, right? Because in this type of market, we can make back that money in one trade and then get ourselves right nicely into the green. Survive. And I'm writing this down. Survive the first 15 minutes. So tomorrow we'll be ready. Tomorrow we are not starting red. Tomorrow we know what needs to be done. We know the adjustments that needs to be made, and we will do it. So yeah, this thing, let's look at it on E-Trade. TRVN, all halts, mostly halts. If you don't like the halts, then this one was not good. So unlike the last stock where we just, very, very aggressive, not waiting for key indicators, this time around we learned our lesson. And in fact, I was maybe a little too conservative, but, we did a good job watching for the indicators. It opens up higher, we dip, bottoming wick, and then rip, we're in. We got a high of 34, it pulls back here, 24, it dips, it rips, we're halted up. This resumption here, not the best. It could have been much better here, but, we ended up halting down. And beautiful, beautiful flag in here. Beautiful flag. We can draw this up on E-Trade. This was lovely to see, man. It's a little low because of where we opened up on the resumption, but not bad, right? right here, and then the candle that makes the new high takes off right here. So this was good. E-Trade, well, I probably shouldn't be using E-Trade's drawing tool. It's been a long time. Anyhows, we get the new high, we rip, nice green candle here, just gave us some good profits. Resumes higher, dips, rips. And then we start to get some candlesticks that consolidated sideways. So, not bad. Not bad. And throughout this sequence of front side halts going to 1130, we were able to make 1400. We did not size up here. At one point, I was about to size back up, but then I told myself, you know what, man, let's try not to end this day in the red. Because, the reality is that I was green 270 at that time, or 170 maybe. When you size up, with that share size, if you just take one small loss, you're back in the red. So I said, hey, RT, we're going to take it slow. We're going to keep this small share size, and we're going to get it done. And, it is part of the luxury, when it comes to how I manage risk. It's really a luxury for me to be using big size. I'm using big size when I'm doing everything correctly on the day. But when I'm making these silly mistakes and I'm putting myself behind the ball, behind the curve, whatever the saying is, I'm not giving myself a legit chance of a very, very, very solid day where we're up, 2, 3, 4, 5,000. So we have to give ourselves the best shot possible by being as disciplined as possible in the moment. That resumption trade is unacceptable. It really is. Okay, the other one we lost at 300, or the 200 where we didn't, we ignored one of those red flags. We want to avoid that as well. But definitely that Halt trade, man. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I don't know what I was thinking. The moment I hit the buy button, I was like, Relentless, what are you doing here? This is not what you do. So more discipline and better trading. And again, I said this Friday. I feel like part of the difference between me and some of these other guys is that I'm making too many mistakes too often. So I gotta, have the mistakes be few and far apart. We're human. As much as we can try to be a robot, we'll still make mistakes. So they have to be few and far apart versus, very frequent and close together. So can we don't need to make this mistake here for another 6 months, right? 6 months minimum. If I make this mistake the rest of this week, tomorrow, next week, there's a problem. There's a huge problem. So we have to do better, and we will do better. I trust myself always. All right. So with that being said, hit that thumbs up. That was the day, right? Hit the thumbs up. Some of the guys kept trading it. I saw it on this wedge. I saw it here. I saw it here. I should have came to the computer, because when it got halted up, it did not look back. It's showing that it had a wick here. I don't remember seeing a wick. It was just instant move. And then, what was this? 250, 290. Yeah, capturing it in this area, it didn't give an opportunity. You have to really been watching at the bottom of this wedge and to be long and unwinding. Or sometimes you catch the early move, I'm okay risking the profits I just made on this candle here. So you can be a little bit more aggressive, but I didn't want to push it too much, missing the first move here. So yeah. That was the day. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe. We'll be live tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. for another beautiful day. Hopefully a better day in the markets. We will make the proper adjustments. We will be ready. All right. Stay safe, stay green. I am signing out.